core challenges. Now I want to know what your challenges are. I'm not asking for everything. I'm not saying, oh, this. I'm saying, what are the challenges you've experienced in the last 2 weeks that has been a major issue why you've not been able to progress as much in the program? Because right now, many of you in the full start program already wrapping up your project. Big ups to everyone who has started their project. And for others who are still yet to catch up, I hope you're doing your very best. So I'm going to call your names one after the other, and in just 1 minute, you tell me what your challenges are. Why have you not been able to meet up? So very quickly, I would call Ugwany Gabriel. Please unmute and tell us what has been your challenges in the last 2 weeks while navigating the course. Your challenges, basically. Gabriel, are you here? Gabriel, are you here? Okay, while we wait for Gabriel, Chika, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Good evening, man.
Hello, Chika. Good evening. So please share with us what has been your challenges so far in the program.
No, a challenge. As well. But one, I would say time, because coupled with work and trying to come back and meet up at, at least, because we shall know that the course is ending by September. It was August, and although the challenges was mainly because of work settings and trying to model up two things at the same time. So, well, for the project so far, I think I just submitted mine this night. So I just tried everything I could to make sure I could submit this night. Just waiting for the final score to determine my fate.
It's all right. Well done, Chika. Well done.
Thank you,
I know
ma'am.
how I can be juggling up a lot of things at the same time, but it shows you're committed to doing better, and I hope you're able to see the program through to the end. All right, thank you. Is Gabriel here now? Gabriel is still not available. Divine Favor, let's hear from you. What has been your challenges? Is Divine Favor with us? Divine Favor is also not available. Divine, Uzamaka Divine, please unmute and share what your challenges has been with us. Is Divine on the call? I don't understand. Is it that people joined the call and then they went about doing something else? Because why? Okay. Benita, are you here?
Hello, good evening. So sorry. I'm actually
Okay, Divine. Hello, Divine, we can hear you. Benita, please hold on. Let Divine speak, after which you would come up.
I'll just share this. Oh, should I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. I think mine is just like it was said. Um, think of juggling a program.
Divine, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Network. Wow, sorry. Yes, I've been trying to juggle a lot at the same time. Um, an academic program and then work and also this program. but I've not really been able to meet up. I mean, to a large extent. In fact, I've not even gotten to my project.
Okay, so what help do you think you would need, or how do you think you can navigate it better?
You can go ahead. That later. Take some suggestions.
But
I think our network is not good.
Yeah, and the network is bad. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Hopefully, she's able to join us again. Benita, please let's hear from you. Your challenges so far.
Okay,
It's Benita and Nicole.
good evening,
Okay.
everybody. Yeah,
Good evening. Please
yeah,
speak up a bit more.
okay. So far, I've been able to complete my project portfolio. But during the course of um doing it, my project, I only had issues with not will I call it an issue? It's just that I need to like do more practice on stored procedures, views, joins, so that I can be very familiar with, with the queries and how to use them. I didn't have problem doing inserts, updates, aggregates, aggregations, and the rest of them. I literally could see any questions on that and know what to do. But with the stored procedures and all, it was a bit tricky for me. But okay, that's what I have to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Benita. That's great. Well done. Um, let's see if we have someone else on the call who hasn't spoken. Usman, are you here? Nasidi Usman, can you hear me? Are these people on
Yes,
this
I can
call?
hear you. I can
Okay,
hear
good
you.
evening. Okay, please share with us what
Good
has been your
evening.
challenges so far.
Not get any challenges, but one thing that I want to know is this webinar. Are we going to continue like this or is there any place for we to practice what we have already learned so far? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Her network, I can hear you, Nasiri. Just shoot.
Okay, yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Please repeat what you said. Sorry.
Okay. This is my second time for attending this webinar, and I have a question. Attending this webinar, is there any place for we to learn this Excel, or is only this place that we are going to learn? That is my question.
Excel.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Usman, good evening.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
okay.
Good evening, sir.
All right. How are you doing? Can you hear
I'm
me?
doing well, sir.
All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
this particular call is for specifically cohort 5 members. Okay. So that is not the webinar that you attended last week, right?
Okay,
So this one
okay,
is
sir.
this is specifically for people in cohort 5.0.
So for course, if you want to continue with yours, you can enroll in cohort 6, and then you'll be able to follow us properly in this kind of course. So the webinar you are talking about is going to happen tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It's going to happen tomorrow at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay, thank you, sir.
you're welcome. I'm not asking you to leave, right? No problem. You can be with us. So that is fine.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Usman. Okay, I think that's it. So now we'll go straight into the session. And I'm hoping that we're able to follow up with time like schedule. So please, if you have questions, just leave them in the chat box. Any question that you have, just leave them in the chat box. Try not to interrupt the instructor while the session is going on. This session is very important as many of you would start the second half of your program shortly. So please pay attention. And like I mentioned earlier, if you have questions, let's make this very civil as much as possible. So just leave your questions and every single one of them will be attended to. Thank you. Over to you, sir, the instructor. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Please confirm you can hear me and you can see me as well.
Yes, sir, we can.
All right. Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? I heard some feedbacks about challenges with work, and how we're navigating it. Please give me a minute. Let me just. All right, so we gave some feedback about some challenges we're facing with work, having to navigate different things at the same time, right? So, first of all, let me say a very big congratulations to many of you that have made a lot of progress so far in the SQL, right? That is for some of us who are in the full stack project program. So, and some of you have already submitted your project, and we are going through it and reviewing it, and then giving you feedbacks, right? So the feedback, the project we've gotten so far, they're impressive, and we are so happy to have many of you understand the concept as technical as SQL and SQL Server. All right, so we I also heard when we were asked about our challenges and how we're able to navigate between work and learning, right? So it's a real challenge, right? Even for me as well, right? There are programs that I'm also attending, but how I'm able to navigate it is I'm enrolled in a program and I have other projects or work by the side, right? If it is a timed program, so what I do is I mark out a particular day on my calendar, because obviously I'm not going to be busy with other projects all throughout the week. If it is Monday or Tuesday, right? I will just say, okay, Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to give time to this, right? And then on that Monday, after maybe after I come back from work, it's already on my calendar. But it requires commitment and discipline actually for you to be able to do this. Right? It requires that even days that you are tired, you're still motivated. You still want to do it, right? So So that's what I suggest. And I think some of you are already, whose mic is not muted? Whose mic is not muted? It's Emmanuel. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, it's going to require that you have the commitment and the courage, right? Even the days you're tired, to be able to attend to that event you marked on your calendar. And I think many of you already navigating it so well. What is the name again? Chika also talked about how he's navigating between work and other things, right? And today he submitted this project, which means he's been able to navigate it and make progress, right? So although I understand, some other person, I think, is it Divine Favor or Ozamaka? Yeah, Ozamaka Divine. She mentioned that, I think I heard about final year projects or something like that. Maybe she's in the final year in her program in school. So that one as well. I know, yeah, it takes a lot of time, effort, commitment, especially in final year where everything is just. Somebody say he's not hearing me. Can somebody confirm that I'm audible? I think Gabriel.
Yes, I can hear Gabriel.
Okay.
But okay. It's a bit low.
Okay, so my voice is a bit low.
I think I can hear you. I think it's I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think Gabriel, I think you may have to leave the call and come back to the call. Yeah, sometimes it happens on this. Sometimes it happens. You can leave the call, come back immediately. I hope that will be able to fix the issue for you. I think I need to send a message to him to chat, since he's not hearing me. He's not able to hear me. Let me send him a message. So Gabriel, I suggest you leave the call and then return immediately. Okay, that will help. All right. So for the I was talking about somebody who's who is in final year and the project is demanding. Okay, so I understand the school environment with all the limiting factors and uncertainties about sometimes no power and all those kind of issues, right? So what you could do is, though it depends on the stage where you are in your final year project, right? So, but I just believe that maybe some days are not as hectic as, right? If it is one mission that you complete, right? One mission that you complete is going to help you, right? Some days during the week, or you mark, say Thursday, Friday. If you're not going to meet your supervisor on Thursday, Friday, or you can even map out weekends for it. Okay. You can even map out weekend, Saturday, Sunday for it. Okay. I believe you will be able to catch up if you're able to give it Saturday, Sunday, and spend, say, 4 hours every week, you should be able to catch up. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about, because we know that all of you, or many of you, are already heading towards the Power BI program. That is the stage 2 for many of us who are in the full stack program. So, and there is need for us to talk about business intelligence, because very soon you will start off your business intelligence program in that stage 2. Right? And my colleague here, Emmanuel, be the one answering many of your questions, right? So, but it's okay that we lay the background. Okay, so many of you will be finding that stage 2 very interesting, very, very interesting. Many of you will find it very interesting because Power BI is much like drag and drop something, right? Data modeling, visualization, as you can see on my screen, maybe doing things that looks like this on my screen, building dashboard, building data models, doing data cleaning, connecting tables, building report and publishing, right? So many of you will like this, and many of you will find this very interesting. In fact, I don't think it will take you guys up to 1 month to finish Power BI, because it's quite interesting, right? It's quite interesting. So what is business intelligence, right? Business intelligence is basically, as a full stack data analyst, it's not just enough for you to know how to write queries, right? It's also important that you know how to communicate your insight from that query. So all throughout the program, you've been writing queries, you've been on your SQL server doing some analysis, showing some reports, returning tables, and all that. Now, after doing that, there's need for you as a full stack data analyst to also tell the story using visuals. And that is what business intelligence affords you to do, because many of the times the tables you query on your SQL server, top executive don't care about that. Sometimes they don't care about that. They just want to see a picture, a graphics that helps them to understand what the analysis is at a glance. And you would have to do that and give it to them. And that is what Power BI is going to help you to do, right? So let's just take it one after the other and explain what this business intelligence means that you're about to enter now. So look at this flow here. Business data, visibility, insights, action, right? You see the stages from business data to visibility. Visibility is seeing something like a chart as it is on my screen now, right? And then insight. Insight is what you learn from what you are seeing on this dashboard, right? And then action. So BI is the bridge between raw business data and better decisions. So it's not just about making beautiful charts. It's about what is this chart communicating, right? What is the story behind it? What is going on in the business, right? So that is the business intelligence you're about to enter now. So let's look at this, right? What business intelligence really means. BI turns business operation data into visibility, insight, and action. It helps business understand what is happening, why it is happening, and what to do next. So business intelligence is a full end-to-end flow of intelligence, starting from the raw data to modeling to dashboard. I think I need this marker so that you see. So starting from the raw data to model to dashboard to decision. This is end-to-end flow of business intelligence. Like we did before, I think we already understand what all those type of data analysis that we've treated before: descriptive, prescriptive, diagnostic, right? All those is just basically what business intelligence is about. So you will know what is happening now. That is your descriptive, or what happened before. That is descriptive. Then why it is happening, that is diagnostic, right? And then what to do next, that is prescriptive. So this is why business intelligence is very, very powerful, because what is happening now, you are aware of it. Why it is happening, you also are aware of it. And what to do next, you have an idea as well, right? So, and the intelligence is not just about the data itself. It is the system that makes business performance visible enough for people to act. So as you are learning the Power BI that you're about to enter now, learn it with the idea that the goal is not to have beautiful dashboard report, right? Learn it with the mindset that this thing I'm doing on this dashboard is going to help the business to make a better decision in their data, right? So, many of the times you learn better or understand better with pictures, with diagrams, with infographics, right? So in the industry, when, for instance, by tomorrow, when you get a job in data analytics, or when you have a project to execute in data analytics, many of the times, yes, you're going to document everything you're going to be working on, but the business would also require you to tell a story using infographics. That is your bar charts, your line charts, your histograms, your pie charts, your card displays, right? To tell the story. Right? So as you are telling those story with a dashboard, what should be in your mind should not be to, first of all, make it beautiful. No. The first thing that should be in your mind is, what is it that I want to communicate with this diagram or this chart or this infographics that I'm about to do, right? So it's not just about the data itself. So it is a system that makes the business performance visible enough for people to ask. So now, if I'm doing a bar chart, like you'll be doing in Power BI, or if I'm building a model, how is it going to contribute to people acting, to make decision or to take action, right? So once you consider that, then every chart you're going to be placing on your dashboard has a story to tell, right? Each and every one of them has a story to tell, not just placing it there to fill up the space, right? So if in your dashboard only 2 charts tells a business story, then the dashboard should only contain 2 charts. Don't go and find other charts to complement it, right? Those other charts that are not telling any business story, or that is not helping the business make a better decision, is better kept off the dashboard, right? So ABI gives decision makers a shared view of the business, not isolated files and opinions. So, and every, like, as you're telling your story through charts, infographics, just know that decision makers in the industry, they want a situation where this chart will give them a better understanding of what is happening in the business. And from my own personal experience, right, I have been in a situation when I started my journey newly years ago. I've been in a situation where, after doing your Power BI reports, you're publishing it on Power BI service, you're giving it to top executives, right? By publishing it, because many of them have those services on their mobile phone. So once you publish that dashboard, they see it, right? but you'll be shocked that they're not really understanding it, right? They're not really going through it. They're not really spending time on it. So after publishing, let's say you publish it today and then you go to work tomorrow, you'll be surprised they will still call you. Come within 5 minutes, present to us what you published last night, right? So, and there, if you include any chart that is not telling any business story, you'll be in trouble, right? Because they don't have time. And if you are giving them any summary, if you are giving them any intelligence, you must, first of all, make it as concise as possible and as straightforward as possible. So if you have too many charts and you're wasting the time, you will get a response you may not like, right? So as you are doing those work in Power BI, you are doing it with the mindset that this thing I'm going to present it, I'm going to report on it, and I'm going to help top decision makers who hired me, right, or hired you to make a decision quick enough. The business might be going bankrupt, right? And it is that 5 minutes that you have to present the insights to them that will save the business. So you see, your work is a critical one, right? So that is business intelligence and how you should approach it as you begin Power BI. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. Power BI and Excel, they are very, very close, but Power BI is much more intuitive and more powerful than Excel. Although Excel is powerful as well, right? So, like we said here, business operation create data, sales, inventory, finance, customers. So as you're doing your business intelligence, you know that you could be required to do intelligence reporting on sales, on inventory, on finance, on customers. And you'll be doing this in this program, all this. You'll be doing this in this program, or the sales data, sales order line, product, agent, retailers that you already know and understand. You're going to use Power BI on it as well. Okay, so why Power BI matters to businesses? I think I already explained this, but let's get on it again. With BI, without BI, let's just see the two differences, right? Without BI, reports arrive late. Teams argue from different figures. Let me explain this from personal experience I've had. There was a time that our Power BI service, I think in Azure, went down. So, and there was a campaign that the marketing team wanted to push out across across Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and South Africa. So, because the Power BI was down, and nobody know, there were complaints, right, about the marketing campaign, but nobody know where that complaint is coming from. So this one will come and say, oh, please, I think it's Ghana that is saying this thing. It's Ghana that is complaining about all these things. But everybody is just speculating. Nobody is sure about exactly where the complaint is coming from or where the issue is coming from, or pinpoint, okay, what should we fix? And that was why, and that was because our Azure service was down. You get, so without business intelligence, you don't really know what is happening in your business. And that's why companies pay heavily to get the services of business intelligence experts and people who understand storytelling with data, right? So, and probably the next one is without BI, problems hide inside averages, right? So sometimes that is why, as you are doing your statistical analysis, you are getting your average, you are getting your median, you are getting your maximum, minimum, right? If you don't have a good business intelligence reporting, sales average, for instance, you know how average behave now. Average, the highest and minimum, the highest values and minimum values affect it very well, right? So for instance, if the business has been underperforming, all through the month, and you have 2 or 3 customers who place huge orders. So if you use that huge orders to do the average of sales, it's going to deceive you because you don't have proper view of what is going on with other customers who are placing orders, right? So that average is just communicating to you the sum of everything divided by the number of customers you have, which is going to cause problem for you, and you don't have an oversight of everything that is going on, right? The managers react after damage is done. This is another critical issue. If you don't have BI, you'll be reactive instead of being proactive. Reactive in the sense that it don't spoil, and after it don't spoil, you start doing damage control. But with proper BI, business intelligence, you know exactly, you have an idea. Sometimes you may not be 100% sure, yeah, but you have a clue on the strategies to avoid damages and then the strategies to move the business forward, right? So now with BI, you're going to track performance, revenue, cost margin, sales targets, right? You have a view on reports, on dashboards, and many of the times these dashboards are real-time dashboard, right? So, well, I think about 2 years ago, I worked on a very big project with my current company, where in the office of the CEO, we had a very huge screen where sales performance is being displayed in real time, right? In real time. This one is not do it today, after today, tomorrow you see what happened. No. As customers are placing order inside his office, in a very large screen, the screen is what is the largest screen size in on television is more than 3 times the largest screen size in television. So in real time. So as you are tracking it, as it's happening and you are seeing it, it gives you a clue on how everything is going on in the business, and you're able to track the health of your business. So as you are learning Power BI, don't learn it with the idea that, okay, I'm building this dashboard. It's not static. It's nothing is changing, right? There are places you go and do dashboard and reporting, and it's going to be updating in real time. As customers are buying, it's entering the dashboard. The shape of your chart are changing. The data points are shifting. The trend is changing, right? And that is the power of business intelligence. And you have an oversight and the view to react in real time, and even to detect fraud in real time. Maybe people, something is happening in the app. Maybe your company has a banking app, and somebody is suddenly withdrawing a huge amount of money, right? And you are seeing it in real time. You'll be able to know that something may be wrong here. And many of the times, it's not really the business, it's not really this human being that monitor it. Many of the times, this monitoring is automated as well. That's what we call data point flagging. So if something, for instance, if customers have been withdrawing in the range of 20,000 to 1 million, right? And somebody suddenly want to withdraw 10 million, the system is going to flag it and block it, right? So that is the power of business intelligence. So you're going to find problem early. You're going to improve decisions. You act less on instinct. Sometimes instinct is good, but not in business intelligence, right? In business intelligence, you act more based on evidence, and then you grow faster. You spot opportunities and repeat what works. For instance, if a particular product is doing well in a particular region, and you have a dashboard, a report that is tracking this, you spot it, and we'll be like, okay, this product is doing well. You supply that product again more in that region to make the company more money, right? So For instance, look at this statement. The overall sales look stable, but BI reveals one region is declining because 2 best-selling products are repeated out of stock. So you can use that as well in real time to spot it, and you take immediate action before the damage becomes obvious. So as I learn the Power BI part, is going to further stretch your thinking from writing queries to actually telling business stories. Okay. Many of the times you'll be required, when you get into the industry, you'll be required to write query first, extract the data from your database, clean the data, structure it properly before you push it into an intelligent system like Power BI to be able to, right? So as you are transitioning from that writing query in your SQL server into actually telling the story in Power BI. So just know that the two are not independent, right? They are dependent on each other. So because Power BI cannot work effectively without a database or server, okay? In that SQL as well, you will learn how to connect how SQL server, you can connect that database you've been working on since a month ago. You can connect it directly to Power BI and work with your data going forward. Okay. So they're not independent, they are connected, and you'll be required at different times in the industry to apply it. Okay. So I think that is it for that. Okay. Let's talk about dashboard thinking. Before you get into that Power BI, right? You need to have the right mindset and thinking and thought process when it comes to designing dashboard. So there are questions you need to ask when you want to design dashboard. As you can see on my screen, this is a sample dashboard that I just use it as a mock-up. You will see a lot of them, don't worry. You will see plenty of them in your SQL program. You will build dashboard tire. I think there are about 5 of them or 6 of them. Yeah, 6 of them. You will build the tire. So don't be in a haste, okay? So a dashboard is not a chart gallery. It is a decision support tool. Sometimes people waste time on beautifying dashboard. It's good to beautify dashboard. In fact, the one you'll be working with is very beautiful, right? I think I've shown a sample of it before in I think the last time we had a call, I think Victor asked about storytelling and all that, right? I showed it. We'll be working on a sample dashboard like those. It's beautiful, right? But we don't want you to think about beauty first before you build the dashboard. Okay? So, and it is not a chart gallery that you bring everything and pour inside. No. So let's look at the decision or the things you would have to consider before you build any dashboard. The first question you will ask, who will use this dashboard? Who will use it? If it is you that is using it, no problem. But if you are making the dashboard for your manager, know that your manager does not have time for stories, right? And you also have to understand what that person prioritizes. For instance, if you're building a dashboard for the head of marketing, the head of marketing may not necessarily care too much about sales performance. His concern is on the marketing campaign performance. So that this is going to guide you on the kind of dashboard you are going to provide to different departments. If you're building a dashboard for operations team may not care about marketing, right? they may care about marketing on the surface, right? But they may not bother themselves too much about in-depth analysis and details about marketing. Do you get? So you have to ask, who will use this dashboard? That is going to guide you. And what is this person interested in? Right? And again, the next thing you have to ask is, what decision must they make? So every dashboard they are building, you must ask, what is at stake? What does this person want to achieve with this dashboard I'm building? It's going to guide the way you build it, the decision you make while building it. Okay. So if there's a complaint about sales, and you're asked to report and build dashboard on sales, you cannot go and start wasting time with, if the question is, how do we improve sales, right? You're not going to start wasting time on say why sales is not performing because the campaigns or marketing campaigns are low. No, right? You spend more time on understanding what are the drivers of sales. Why is sales down? In what region? Because if they say that sales is down, you should be able to guide them. Okay, where is it down? Right? Which region is feeling the impact more? Which region is performing well? If there's a region that is performing well, then you dig deep in that region to understand why they're performing well. That is going to give a clue on the kind of recommendation you're going to give, right? So again, which KPI review progress or risk? So you're going to, as you go on in your Power BI track, you're going to talk more about KPI cards and the rest of them, right? So if it is average sales, if it is maximum sales, if it is sales trend, right? These are key points that narrate, okay, something might be going wrong here, something might be going well here, right? So these are the KPIs. So you understand more about that when you start that Power BI program. So what actions should follow from the insight? So you also have to be very, very careful when you're designing dashboard, because if you are given insight, that insight should back an action point. Okay, there's a product that is not doing well. Why is that product not doing well? And what should be done about the project, about the product? Right. So as you're building your dashboard, you are considering that as well. It's going to help you to step by step build something that is helpful and insightful. Okay. So like you see here, look at this exception here. North region is below target for product A. Right. So this is going to help somebody to take action. Okay, for product A, North region is not doing so well. What should happen next? Okay. Then dashboard thinking starts with the user, the KPI and the decision, not with chart decoration. Like I said, it's good to have a beautiful dashboard, right? But beautiful dashboard does not amount to beautiful insights, right? And it does not amount to good analysis. So the key is make a reasonable analysis first, then you can take time to make it beautiful and make it very fantastic. Okay, so visual storytelling and insight generation. So this is a typical flow that you're going to see a lot of them. Something like this when you start your Power BI track. Many of you, I think some of you have started already. So Power BI help analysts move from data to patterns, explanation, and action. Right. So you're going to go from data, monthly sales, stock, region, to pattern, right? From pattern to explanation, then recommendation, then action. Okay. Insight is not sales dropped, right? Sales drop is not an insight. Sales drop is just a symptom. It's a symptom that something is wrong somewhere. So insight explain why it matters and what to do next. So you sell drop. The insight is now why did it drop and what should we do next? That's insight. So as you're building your dashboard, have it at the back of your mind that you need to give a statement that triggers action. Okay, so BI storytelling is finding, explanation, recommendation, decision. A strong BI analyst does not only show charts, they communicate meaning. Okay, so as you're building your charts, you're going to be doing a lot of, I did not bother you, we did not bother you too much with writing and documenting intelligence in SQL, right? Because I'm certain that SQL may not give you the insight properly because those numbers, you understand numbers better when they're in a chart. So, but in Power BI, you're going to be doing something like that. You'll be building your chart, you'll be explaining what is going on, and you explain what should be done next, right? So that is it for this section, and I would like to get your questions, your comments, any concerns. So the floor is yours, guys. Thank you. I'll call names. So, hi, Benita.
Okay.
Okay, somebody's speaking already. Yeah, Ogwanye, please go ahead. Ask me.
Okay, good evening, boss.
Yeah, boss.
Please, I want to ask. I know maybe I'm running faster than my shadow, but I want to ask:
Yeah,
Is there a
please go ahead.
correlation between is there a correlation between the SQL code we are writing and the Power BI? Is
Yes,
it from the SQL code you write that will give data to the Power BI to display?
yes. Okay, let
Okay.
me explain what's the correlation. No, you're not running faster than your shadow, like you said. Well, your question is very valid. So in Power BI, you know, when you start the Power BI, you understand this thing very well that I'm saying now. In Power BI, there's what we call data sources. Ezra Emmanuel Ifeanyi, he's the Oga of that program, right? So there's what we call data sources, and those data sources is where you go to, where you can connect, where you can get data from to connect to feed your Power BI to do your analysis. Okay, and SQL Server is one of that data source. Okay, so all those view that you are writing now, and those store procedures, right? You can import them directly from Power BI, from SQL Server to Power BI to do your analysis, your report, your dashboard, right? So they are connected. You can't separate the two of them. In fact, SQL Server and Power BI are the most widely used together in the industry. They are owned by the same company now, like by Microsoft. So your SQL Server, you can connect it to your Power BI. You can connect it to any other, even Excel. You can connect it to Excel as well. That's SQL Server that you've been working on. You can connect it to Excel, and Excel will go there. Inside that your database, get data, and then you can use it to do your analysis, your charts, your graphs, your reporting. You get it? So they're not separate, they are together. So why we made SQL Server the first stage is because we could have easily made Power BI the first source, the first stage in this full stack. But we know why we made the SQL Server first, because SQL Server is the first stage, is the first source that you can get data from. Even though you can import CSV files into your Power BI and do your analysis, right? But it's not done like that inside the industry. So this is why you are going to learn two ways to import data source in Power BI. connecting to SQL Server and then importing CSV directly. So they're not separate, they are together. So all those your query that you've mastered very well is very important. Keep it. It's a constant. So it's going to also be useful in your Power BI part. I hope I answered your question.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay, boss. We are waiting for your project though. Bring it as soon as
Well,
possible.
yeah, we're still working on it.
Okay, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Please finish it this weekend though, so that we can start off Power BI.
This weekend is today, tomorrow, or next
Yes,
week
now.
weekend.
No, this weekend, this one, today, tomorrow.
I'll do my
So
best. Well, I'm not assuring you that I'll do my best.
okay, now do your best, my boss. Oh, wow. So, all right. So any other question, guys, based on what we talked about, you're going to find Power BI program very interesting. In fact, it is going to be one of your most active stage. So for many of you that are not talking in that group, you will talk now. On Power BI, you go talk. So please ask me your question. Hi, peace. Good evening. Any question for me? Peace, Ogomeze. Peace is not here.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Uh-huh.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Good evening. How are you doing now?
I'm very thank you. Thank you for the
All right.
class.
You're welcome. Hope you're making progress. You're about to finishing SQL.
We on it, sir.
Yeah?
We on it.
Okay,
make
you're
it.
on it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Please try to speed up, okay? If you have any
Okay,
issue,
sir.
please come to me
Thank
on
you,
the
sir.
group so that we'll resolve it. Who again is here? Benita. Benita has disappeared though. Okay.
So I'm here. I'm not disappearing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So how is it going now?
Doing well. Doing well. We are looking forward to Power BI.
Okay. You finished SQL now.
Yes,
Finished
sir.
SQL and you graduated from stage 1. Your project was very good and outstanding. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. The next person is Uzamaka Divine Eze. Hi, Divine. Is Divine here? Okay, I think her network was bad before.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, how are you doing?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you.
All right. So you have challenges with juggling your work, your academics, and this program, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you heard when I talked about it. You heard
Yes, but yeah, I
oh,
think at some point.
okay, you stop hearing me. Okay, so what you're going to do is, I know you're most likely in your final year and project work is taking your time. So just find a day or two in your week based on your calendar, right? That you can give it some time. Yes, you're in school environment. I know in Nigeria here, power issues, right? I know. So you can use your school library. Yeah, so those days when I was learning Python and Co, I used to use school library as well because there's no power. So you can use school library with your laptop. Just try, even if it is one mission that you complete, it's something and it's a good progress. Okay. So just find a day in your tight schedule to fix it in, and set a reminder on your phone. You know how to set reminders, so set your reminder on that day. It will remind you what you're supposed to do. It's going to help you to keep you conscious about your target. Okay, we still have from now till end of September to finish on the program. And if you start being consistent now, you can even do it on weekends, right? You can even try on weekends to catch up. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, you're welcome. So Jacob Joy, good evening, are you with us?
Good evening, sir. Yes, I am.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, how is the program going?
Well, it's been going, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I was occupied last week and last 2 weeks. That's why I couldn't join the call.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I noticed that. Your progress dropped a bit in the past few weeks. Okay. I hope you are picking up
Yes.
now.
Yes. I'm done with the SQL. I submitted my projects.
Okay, submitted. Ah,
Yes.
okay. It's in the line of things we are reviewing. Okay. You will get your
Okay,
score very
sir.
soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
But I don't have any
So
questions.
okay.
Reach
All right.
out.
So I hope you are excited about your Power BI that is upcoming now.
Yes, I am. Unlike other, what do I call them? Is it program? I don't really have any experience with Power BI, so I'm actually excited.
Okay. All right. You'll find it very fun and good.
Thank
If you've
you.
ever opened your Excel and worked with Excel, so Power BI is going to be very fun for you.
Okay, that'll be good.
All right. So yeah, you're welcome. So for some of you who are entering the Power BI stage 2, so once you ask question in the group, my colleague Ifeanyi Ezioha is going to be the one to take you on it. Hi Ifeanyi, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, how far now?
I'm fine. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. So is your people they are drifting towards you now? You get so they'll be waking you up by midnight now. So you see how I used to respond by 12 a.m. Very soon you start responding like that. So they'll be coming for you in the Power BI.
Things well, sir.
All right. So if you have anything to tell them, please go ahead to water the ground so that they can come for you, they can come at you, they can so whichever one.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and it's amazing having you on the call, and congratulations so far, right? For making it up to this week. I definitely know many of us are new to, let's say, learning any tech skill, and seeing the kind of effort that has been put into this is something worth rewarding. So, like we know, Power BI is one of the visualization tools, right? And many people uh, are always looking forward to learning how to. Yeah, and many people, sorry, and many people are looking forward to exploring the power of Power BI, right? And I will tell you, as long as you follow every steps, you are going to find it interesting, and just know that you can do more with it. So you won't. I believe there won't be any challenge once you're able to install the Power BI and have it. Running on your laptop. It's going to be an exciting journey, just like you've always had doing your SQL. And one thing that I can assure us is the fact that accountability is there. All right. When you have any difficulty, don't hesitate to always send the message across, and wherever there's difficulty, we are going to try as much as possible to attend to it. So I'm also excited, as everyone here is, looking forward to seeing the amazing dashboard we'll be building and more we can do. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, fine. All right, guys. We all understand what business intelligence is and why it is important. So, as you're diving into stage 2 in this program, you are diving in with the right mindsets and the right goal. Okay, so we look forward to getting your questions, your errors. Yes, errors is going to come. So, as you can see, I'm excited about errors. So you very soon you start getting excited when you get errors. All those your syntax error. So we're looking forward to all those errors so that we talk about it. Those errors makes you to understand concept better. So we look forward to getting your questions on that. And then for this project submitted today, tomorrow, everyone who has submitted the project is going to get their feedback. We already sent out feedbacks, and you will get more this night and then tomorrow. All right, guys, the record will be available tomorrow as well for you. So in the absence of no other question, we are going to call it a night. Thank you guys for making our time for tonight's session. See you, I think next weekend we have another session. So from there, we start talking about our portfolio, our CV. So because we finished SQL. So if you know you've finished SQL, please prepare, go and do press up because you're going to document it. We're going to document it on the call. Okay, we start documenting it, publishing it on your GitHub. Okay, so because if you leave it and not attend to it for a very long time, you will find it very hard to document it. So I think I've sent that GitHub link before. Please go and create an account today. And in datascienceportfolio.com, create an account today as well. So we'll be using it from our next session to learn how we can communicate our tech skills properly so that anybody who wants to hire you or who is considering you for a role can just go there and know that you have the skill for real. So it's going to be interesting from our next session. Until then, we'll see you again. All right, good night, sir. Good night, guys.
Yeah, good night, sir. Good night, everyone.
All right.
Good night, boss.
Okay, boss. Good night.